Greetings traders, I am here for the 1 trade per day code 2 strategy, and I just took a long position and it's moving up. Let me see here, let me calculate something. I need to calculate my exit. I think I can hit more than 20. Looking at something really quick. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go for a 30 tick exit here and take it up to 16. So let's take it up to 16 right there. Wait a second, I think that might be the top. Hold on 1 second. No, the top is, okay, this doesn't make sense. Okay, wait a second, I don't want to put it there. 16. Let's be calculating something wrong. This is, okay, alright, okay, so I know where the exit's at, so let me see. Is 6. Okay, alright, well, the code is saying that I can get 40 ticks out of this. So let's go take it up 40 ticks. Follow the code. It always knows. That wonderful fruit. Okay, I'm in. Going for 40 tick trade. Calling it out to happen before it even happens. And watch this 10-minute chart. Doo-doo. Look at this. This is funny. This is the funny part. Everybody's going short right here. They're all thinking, oh, short. It's time to go short. Look, it's going down. And all it's going to do is go up. And I'm going to get 40 ticks out of it. Because here's the top. See, what I did was I stuck my exit right at the top. I was like, wait a second. That's not right. So, what it is, I've got a really good entry here. And calculating the code 2, I'll be able to hit 40 ticks off of this. Isn't that cool? How would you like to be able to do that? To be able to mathematically calculate where you can, what kind of a trade you can get. It's pretty cool, huh? Knowing where your exit's at. The mathematics of me hitting this trade are pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. So anyway, I'll come back and show it to you. That's what it looks like on the 10-minute. Let's go take a look at the daily really quick. There's the daily. It's starting up here. And we got a code 2 long signal. But this particular code 2 isn't good for a lot. The only reason why I'm going for 40 is because my entry is really good. That's the only reason why. Otherwise it would just be a 20 tick trade. Alright. I shall return. Show you the trade, show you the progression and the outcome. This thing is acting a little dicey here. It's come down below. I'm not really sure what it's doing. See, code says short entry. See if we can get a long entry here. It should be moving up. Code 2 says go long. It's a little dicey though. But still got time. Still could make the 40 tick exit. But it's going to need to obviously get bullish here real quick. Which it very well may do. But it did come a little close to my stop Well, not too close, but 10 ticks away. Anyway, I'll come back. Okay, we did just get a code 1 long entry here. So, should be going up now. This is going to roll over. But anyway, code 2 says go long, and code 1 just also gave a long entry. So, we got 2 codes saying go long. Not exactly acting super bullish, but code say go long. Follow the code. I'll be back. It looks like it's going to be another dud today on the code 2. This trade is getting to be a little too dicey. You know, it did really well last week, and then it had 2 days where it didn't work, and then yes, it's had a couple good days, but you know, expect it to work more often. And I waited for the halfback technique too, and using a 20 tick stop on this thing. You know, it's pretty disappointing. This isn't going to work here. What it's going to do is be one of these duds where it goes and then it goes the exact opposite way, like it usually does if it doesn't work. This is very disappointing. You know, I'm going to have to just go back to playing code 1. Code 1 and code 2. Then you get up in the morning, play code 2. You know, the code 2 has been successful three days, or what's today? Today's Wednesday, right? 3 days in a row, 100 ticks. Same code. I've called it out every day. All I gotta do is get up in the morning for it. For 100 ticks. This is usually such a great trade. I can't believe it's not working here. Well, I'll come back and listen. What I gotta do though is I got to turn my back on this thing right now. I'm just gonna let it go. It's either gonna come down and hit the stop, or it's gonna go all the way up and hit the exit for 40 ticks. Now I am going to be back before the close, so I'll be back before 2, and I'll exit manually if it hasn't exited itself. So, but for right now, I gotta go do a couple things, and so I'll come back. I have no idea if it is gonna work. What's gonna happen is any second it's just gonna start shooting up. I mean, like shoot up pretty quick and get real bullish real fast. Otherwise, it's just gonna come down and hit the stop. Be a dud for today. Okay, I'll come back. Watch out now. Watch out. Here it comes. You have to know which direction it's going to go before it goes there. And you have to be able to take the entry without getting your stop hit. And you have to be able to hit the exit. Do you realize, ladies and gentlemen, that that is exactly what I designed the code system around? In other words, I didn't just discover the code. I discovered the strategy based upon the code and how it works. Because you have to be able to know where the entry is so that you actually take an entry. Then you have to be able to take the entry without getting your stop hit, and you have to know what kind of stop you're going to use. And then you have to be able to hit the exit. So it's quite a feat what you have to do, and you have to be able to do it consistently. It's quite a feat to be able to do something like that. But that is exactly what the code system is developed around and designed for. The whole point of all of it, the entry, not getting your stop hit, hitting the exit, all is reflected by the nature of the code. So it remains to be seen right now whether or not my exit will be hit. But I can just tell you right now from experience, the chances are very good. Let me show you the 10-minute. That might help you to see. Okay, right there. 10-minute chart. We had gotten a go signal to go long. It came down a bit. Came close to my stop, but didn't hit it. I remember what I said before, that all of a sudden it'll just start shooting up and get really bullish. Well, that's exactly what it did. Shot up again. It got real bullish. And here we are, we're in this bullish state. I'm out ahead, and I'm waiting for it to go up now and go break that top right there. At the, I think it's about 15 or so. 14, 15, something like that. And then it'll break that top, and my exit is just 10 ticks above it. So I'm going for 40 ticks. Should be able to hit it. Now the code actually says that I can hit 20, 86, 96, 06. So right there is high math, that 06. That's 20. Yeah, let me think about that. 06. Yeah, let me take a look at something. 06. Let me just take a quick look at something. I want to go in there and take a quick look at something here. 06. Where's the high? That's at 13. Or no, 14. Yeah. Now the code says that I should be able to hit that exit. So, let's not argue with the code. I got no reason to argue with the code. Code says should be able to hit the exit, then let's go for the exit. My exit is at 26. We're at 02. I'm going to pause the video. I'll come back. I still got time. I'm only going to give it about another half hour though. So if it doesn't make the exit within a half an hour, I'm going to exit myself, wherever it is. Or if it shoots up there, gets really close but doesn't hit it or something, I'll just manually exit. But I'm looking for 20 plus ticks. So haven't hit 20 yet. So I'm looking for something over 20. Okay, I'll come back. You see, when you play the halfback technique on this particular trade, this one trade per day, two major things happen. Number one, see how my stop almost got hit? But that was after playing the halfback technique. And my stop still almost got hit. Imagine if I hadn't have done that, it would have gotten hit very easily. That's number one. So I just saved myself from losing today. Number two, guess what I did at the same exact time? The code says I can hit a 40 tick trade from my entry. So that's why I'm going for 40 ticks instead of just 20. That's a 20 tick, increase in profit right there. 100% increase in profit off of one trade. One trade. So see how good that halfback technique can work? Now sometimes you're going to miss it, but you could give up missing them by hitting extra ticks off of these. And if you lose the halfback technique, like if my stop would have got hit, just cut it right there. Don't even bother taking another entry. Just call it a losing day. But on days like today, when you hit them, bada ba bing, just like that, bada ba bing, Just hit me out. Got me out at, I was at 26. It just got me out at 26 and went to 28. This time it went 2 ticks past my exit instead of 2 ticks for my exit. See, I told you things would start to turn around, start to change, and it wouldn't keep doing that. Now it's just doing it 2 ticks past, which doesn't bother me any. But you can see, sometimes it's really easy, just like that. It just goes up and bada ba bing, gets you out, and you're out, you're done. So there you go, a 40 tick trade called out in advance before it would even happen. I only took 1 trade today, and it was all based upon the code 2, and what I did was used a halfback technique. Bought on the way down. I mean, it was going down, and I bought. I wasn't buying on the code 1 or anything like that. I was just buying a halfback technique, figuring I got a really good entry. And at first it shot up. I was like, oh, I nailed the entry. And then it went back down and almost hit my stop. I'm not sure how many ticks away. I think it came like, I'm not sure exactly, like 6, 7 ticks away maybe. I'm not exactly sure. But it came relatively close. And then it shot back up. Actually, it came closer than that, I think. It came like maybe 5 ticks away, something like that. So it came pretty close. And then it just shot back up like I said it would do. I said, if this trade's going to work, all of a sudden it'll just get really bullish and shoot up. And that's exactly what it did. It was, let's take a look at it. It was down here when it was doing that. And then all of a sudden, shot straight up. You can see, just got real bullish and went all the way up and hit my 40 tick exit, just like I said. Called out in advance before it would even happen. Not only called out the exit, but called out how it would do it. Amazing, isn't it? I should start calling myself the Houdini trader. Anyway, so what this is it's the code. It's not magic. It's not guesswork. It's not price action. It's a mathematical code that I broke. That's why you see me taking these trades every day and hitting them. I mean, I don't hit every one. I'm not, perfect or anything, but, I think it's safe to say that I have achieved a certain level of mastery at this because of the code system. And so you are seeing it for yourself. Every day, day after day, you are seeing me take entries and get them right. Sometimes I only need 1 entry. 1 entry and hit a big trade. Called out in advance before it would even happen. I mean, how did I know when it was way down here? Or wait a second, where did I take the entry at? No, I'm not sure exactly where my entry was, but it was somewhere like around here. How did I know it would go up 40 ticks from right there? I mean, how did I know that that's where the exit would be? How could you possibly know something like that? Why wouldn't the exit be here? Or maybe 20 ticks higher than that? Or, or here. Or maybe it was just going to go down from there instead of even up. How did I first know it was going to go up? Especially when it was going down. And then how did I know that's where the exit would be when it was going down? That's pretty good, don't you think? It's going down and you know the exit's going to be up here. So you buy when it's going down. How many people would do that? But the most craziest of crazy traders, like me, who are using the code. I'm showing it to you every day. For you code traders out there, You want to know what I was doing if you're confused or something like that? I was taking the third code 2 and I was using a halfback technique on it. Because the reason why is, you say, why do you use a halfback technique on this one? Well, I'll tell you why. You see how it had gone up straight from the bottom down here, just straight up. And then in the code 2, it gave a long entry way up at the top up here. So I figured that there was a decent chance it was going to come back. It's kind of like I didn't want to chase it going up. Because when it came, that's what it felt like. It was just chasing it. And I was just saying, well, I was just going to watch it. And then it started coming back. And then when it came back enough, off the technique that you use, the halfback, I was able to just buy. I just pretty much bought, blindly off the halfback technique that I teach. I came close to getting stopped. I should have, waited 5 more ticks down, and I would have had a 10-tick buffer there. That would have been about perfect. But it doesn't matter how close it comes, as long as it doesn't hit. Sometimes it comes 2 ticks, sometimes it comes 10 ticks, sometimes it's 15 ticks. Whatever it is, as long as it doesn't hit and you make it. Which today, I made it. But, today was a close one. Halfback technique worked. And I hit double the profit, 40 ticks instead of 20. But again, why? Because it was like a continuation. It was an extension. And it was risky at that point because it had already shot straight up. And look at this bar, straight up. It was like, if it was going to work, it was just going to have to go straight up and just shoot straight up. You don't see those too often. Take a breather first and then go back up. That's what I used. Off the code 2. Once I got the code 2 signal, I knew which way it would ultimately go. And it went there. Saw it for yourself. Hit the exit perfectly. So, this can be a lot of fun. It can be very addictive. It obviously can be quite profitable. You just have to know the codes, practice them, study them, get good at them, use them, and make money from them. It really isn't that hard. But like anything else in this world, it takes a little practice. And you get good and knowledgeable about how they work and get good at them, Anyway, I'm going to get going for the day. It was another successful day. 1 trade. Makes it easy. Off code 2 using a halfback technique today. Off the 1 trade per day strategy. It worked textbook. I'll be back tomorrow for Thursday's trading. And I'll do the charting here in a little while for all of you charting members out there. You guys got to be nailing the code too. Today was another big day. I called it perfectly. Well, it was a 100-tick day. It wasn't a big day. It was a 100-tick day, though. And I called it perfectly. 3 days in a row. There's no substitute for having me track the code too for you. If you can't do it yourself, you better have me do it. You can hit 100-tick trades every day. I just got an email from a client this morning telling me that he just hit the 100-tick trade. And he's super excited and happy, and if he can do that, he could take care of his daughter, and he lives in Ireland. He's in Ireland. I got clients from all over the world. It's an amazing business that I'm running right now. Teaching people this code system. It's an amazing business. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow, traders. Happy trading out there. Hope you code traders are doing well. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy trading.